Lufthansa has announced that it will offer financial assistance of up to $54,000 per passenger to relatives of those lost in the Alps crash. The announcement came at the end of a day of stunning revelations about the co-pilot who caused the disaster. And Lufthansa's liability is also moving into the spotlight. Owen Fairclough has more.
A tragedy focused on the actions of one man is now turning to include his employers. Germanwings co-pilot Andreas Lubitz was reportedly treated for depression while training 6 years ago. He'd also sought advice at this hospital in Düsseldorf as recently as this month. Hospital officials have denied reports he was treated there for depression. And investigators have made an astonishing revelation.
Regarding the circumstances, we found valid sick leave notes for the day of the death and previous to it. The evaluations corroborate the hypothesis that the deceased concealed his illness from his employer and from his colleagues.
Lawyers are now looking at what Lubitz's actions mean for the liability of Germanwings' parent, Lufthansa.
The airline can clear itself of any liability if it can prove that a third person caused the damage deliberately and it had nothing to do with it. Well, the pilot who deliberately crashed the plane was not a third person. He's part of the airline.
Under international rules, airline liability is limited to around $157,000 for each passenger killed. That would cost Lufthansa around $23 million. It could be a lot more if those relatives prove the airline was negligent. But the father of one US victim isn't ready for lawsuits.
We're not eager to take any legal action. We're most interested in sharing hope, comfort, and of course being with our family.
Lufthansa is one of the world's biggest airlines. Its reputation is now at stake as families try to understand what drove one of its pilots to kill himself and their loved ones. Owen Fairclough, CCTV.